Greetings, Guardians, and welcome to the Voice of the Vanguard. You have with me Sully from Sully Games. Say hello, Sully.
Hello, Guardians.
And today, this is the night before... Well, not the night. It's like 3 days before Beyond Light comes out.
The day before.
This will probably come out,
Eve.
like, the day of, or after, maybe. I don't know. It depends on how fast I crank this out. And I do have a couple other shows I need to publish as well. But anywho, let me flip over to your thing here. Yeah, so we'll be going through what we've been playing, or what we've been doing in the world of Destiny, which, I don't know about you, but it's probably, for you, Crucible.
It really hasn't been.
Oh, no.
Anything other than... Huh?
It's been Gambit.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Gambit.
That's what you've been doing.
I played one game of Gambit Prime. But I kind of told myself, like, this week, like, I really wasn't going to hop on, like, Destiny 2, just because, like, I'm going to be playing it so much after on Tuesday.
Yeah.
To where, like, I didn't really, like, want to, like, burn myself out. There's, like, a few things I need to do. I need to finish Sleeping Beauty, so, like, I'm going to probably work on that, like, tonight and, like, tomorrow. We did hit my sub goals, so I have about... Right now, it's like 16,000... I don't even know how many
Legendary.
after that.
Yeah,
legendary shards. So all those have to be converted into raid banners / Boon of the Crucible. So I will be doing a stream and a video for that on Monday. But other than that, that's basically been it.
Well, I know how I'm going to spend my Monday. Just listening to you rage about spending all those shards.
Well, no, and it's funny because you guys for the next like 8 months get to hear me complain about not having inventory space because I got like 16 stacks of raid banners.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun to have you like be the reliable raid banner guy again. Before it was like,
to be honest,
maybe I had to get some raid banners, but now,
yeah, nobody. If you're raiding with Sully Games, you don't need raid banners.
Yeah. It's always fun when we were doing raids with like people we didn't know, and they're like, do I need to go get some raid banners? It's like, no, you do not.
Nope. I got it.
Yeah.
And people will be like, oh yeah, I got like 300 raid banners, and I'd be like, I got like 1,300.
It's like, what is wrong with you?
And it was just, they'd be like, why? And I was like, it's a long story.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually don't think I've really played. Like, I was about to do the Bright Dust for this week, and then I was just like, Like, I think I've given up the ghost now on Bright Dust. I'm not chasing that anymore.
Yeah, don't blame you.
Yeah. And what else? Like, I tried to go and like finish off my like Not Forgotten quest, and I tried to do Reckoning. And I'm just like, man, I just don't want to put myself through that. Like, if I'm not having fun, I don't want to, burn myself out before Beyond Light gets here.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was for this week, and I was just like, there's probably like a few things like I could do and grind and get done, but like, after like a few things like were unfortunate, like after like the whole like I completely forgot about like Truth to Power, like I kind of completely like gave up on like trying to get like everything done anyways, just because like it just wasn't possible anyway, so I was just like, whatever. And I felt like a little bit better because I heard Glad actually isn't going to have Truth to Power, or he isn't going to have Chronicler. So I don't know what, like, thing he's missing, but he's actually not going to have Chronicler. So I was like, oh, well, I really don't feel too bad not going after all this just random BS stuff. So
yeah,
I said I'm going to take this week of vacation and just kind of stay away.
Yeah, I might rock Chronicler then. Just be like, yo, I actually did the Truth to Power while you peasants were not. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so what character?
Right.
What?
I'll run Reckoning.
You run Reckon? What?
Isn't
Oh,
it
Reckoner.
Mikado?
You mean Reckoner?
Reckoner.
Yeah, yeah. You tried to burn me, but you burned yourself.
I was running Reckoning last night, so.
Yeah. So what else do we have here? I don't know what you mean by it's almost here. Like, is there anything specific? Okay. But like.
No, I was just saying.
Okay. So we can skip past that note then. What character are we working on first? I know a lot of people like to, do the math and like, min-max their levels and all that stuff. I kind of just play in the way that I want to play in. So it's usually, Titan, Warlock, Hunter. That's usually how I go.
Yeah. So, this one's a little bit different for me because I actually need to run a poll on our Discord. I actually need to look to see how to set that up. Because also with hitting the sub goal, I have to delete one of my characters, which I'm just gonna like remake that character.
Mm-hmm.
So if my Warlock doesn't get deleted, I will probably run Warlock first. If my Warlock gets deleted, I'll probably run Hunter first.
I kind of want you to go back to running Hunter because that's how we came. Like that's how we first saw each other. Like you were a Hunter, I was a Titan, and
yeah,
I've thought
about going back to like maining Hunter.
Yeah, I was thinking like that'd be really cool to go back to that.
Because the main reason I switched back, I used to always main Warlock back on console, and the main reason I switched to Warlock is we didn't have any Warlocks. It was like literally like we had like 5 Hunters and a Titan.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
we had no wells for any of our raids or anything. And it's like,
yeah,
this is a bit rough.
So yeah, I've thought about going back and maining Hunter, but definitely not going to main Titan. Titan will always just be kind of.
It's okay. You can't master the master class, so I forgive you. Alright. And then, what's going to be your go-to snack while grinding? I guess, I saw you post a picture of, like, Gatorade snacks? G snacks?
Yeah, they're like protein bars. Yeah. But I've been seeing, like, a lot of people just, like, kind of posting, like, what they're, like, gonna be having. Like, a lot of people have, like, certain sweets, or, like, some people like beef jerky.
I'll tell you what, if this Halloween candy that I still have lasts, that'll be my snack.
Halloween candy, huh?
Yeah, I got a bunch of like Snickers and M&Ms and fun-sized candy bars and stuff. So, if not that, I'll probably go and grab some Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar.
All right, salt and vinegar sometimes is like it hits the spot. I can't have too much of it though.
Oh man, I love it. Yeah.
But, like, sometimes it hits the spot. But I really highly recommend, actually, these protein bars. They're actually, like, they're pretty good. Like, they're basically a candy bar, but just healthy. Like, it kind of reminds me of almost, like, kind of like a Snickers. Like a big Snickers.
Snickers is
just
really
not as
good.
creamy. Not just, there's no just cream, though, in the middle.
I was thinking, Snickers might be my favorite chocolate bar.
Snickers are good.
Because you get a little bit of everything, and you get like the chocolate, the nougat, the caramel, the peanuts.
I'm not the biggest sweets person.
Yeah, I love it.
Probably my favorite candy bar is the Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I don't know if you've ever had that.
Oh yeah, that used to be one of my favorites as a kid. I still like them quite a bit.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I think I like them more than regular Hershey bars.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. What else? Snack. Okay. Does Beyond Light going to live up to expectations? I think people are going to be overhyped about it, and it won't fall short of their expectations, but it'll like satisfy enough.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, like, it's kind of like such a weird thing in today's like society and like video games, because everybody like builds stuff up to like too much hype. Like one of my opinions on like why like Ghost of Tsushima actually performed really well, other than the fact that it probably is like a really good game. I don't think it was like overly hyped by a lot of people. I think a lot of people that were like excited to play it, like, but weren't expecting it to be like fantastic, absolutely loved it. And then if you look at the end of like The Last of Us 2, the expectations were so high for that and it didn't quite meet it, so everybody just brought it down to a really super low scale.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be fine. I think this is what we're gonna see for Beyond Light. I think we'll see this for type of size for the next two expansions. I don't remember what the two other ones are called. I said after the whole kind of like message by Luke Smith on like, hey, this isn't going to be Forsaken size, like
Yeah, that kind of
be...
brought down the hype a bit.
And that just kind of, yeah, that to me was, I think, a smart thing for him to come out and say, and that kind of like, okay, like
it's setting expectations, you know?
Yeah, like I know what to expect. I'm not going to be seeing like a ton of crazy stuff. I think at the end of the day, I'm going to really be pleased with Beyond Light. I'm going to be really happy with it. I think the thing that's going to make or break me for this be year 4?
Yep.
Yeah, year 4 of D2 will be on what they do with the season content in DCV.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of the big thing here, right? Because like last year we had Shadowkeep and people liked it. You know, it was fine. But
yeah, I thought Shadowkeep was a really good DLC. I mean, it was smaller, but like
yeah, but the seasonal content was not what people were looking for.
Yeah, and I'm hoping with DCV and with them bringing some of the stuff that we're losing back in, and like some of like D1 content into the game, and somehow like making it involved into the story could be big. I mean, just bringing VOG back will be huge for season 14. Like that will right there will be generate enough hype and content for season 14, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I think this year is gonna. They have to show that they can handle seasonal content because they've said along with that, that Beyond Light's not going to be as big as Forsaken. They also said that they can't do expansion packs like that anymore because they just don't have the manpower for it.
Well, yeah, like for example, like I finished yesterday. Kane suggested in chat that I play Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's campaign. I ended up beating the campaign yesterday. They probably had like just through the credits, 400 people working on that game.
So can you please move your not mic?
God damn it!
Webcam a little bit to I don't know your right. It's just bothering me, dude. All right, get back into your.
It's just because I keep like
you keep moving around. Yeah.
But Call of Duty IW, like Infinite Warfare, is like had like what 400 something devs working on that game.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't look at I didn't look at the credits, so you know.
Yeah, I was just like looking like through like just like when the credits were scrolling, and it was just like, I mean, there's a lot of people working on this game, and I highly doubt Bungie has that many people.
Well, we know they have about 300, right?
Yeah.
And that campaign you played, it lasted what, 5 hours?
Yeah, but I didn't do a lot of the side stuff.
Yeah, but my point is that like it's not going to be that long.
But you have to like think that's including zombies.
Yeah.
And multiplayer.
Oh yeah,
like,
for
all
sure.
The cosmetics.
I'm sure.
Zombie like those zombie maps are like pretty big.
I'm sure most of the dev stuff for that goes into the multiplayer and the zombies, and like the least amount into the campaign. But still, kind of gives you a better idea of what they're working with.
And a lot of those studios, like High Moon, worked on it. There's like a lot of smaller studios, which I think kind of bounce around anyway. So they had probably like a lot of those teams working like on other things at Activision too, like Raven. Raven's like another big studio that kind of bounce around. But anyways, like you gotta think like Bungie has, say they have 350 people, like they're not gonna be able to put out Forsaken size content every year, unfortunately. I wish,
man, dude, I would love that. You know, like it'd be amazing.
I think there's a potential down the road if Bungie continues to stay like independent and like we start to see good success with Destiny 2 and then whatever their new project is. I could see us getting another Forsaken size year down the road.
Yeah, like if they can grow to like a bigger studio down the line, that'd be great. I know it's kind of crazy to say that when they're 300, but you know, like the more people, like you can't just spend a whole bunch of money and hire like 300 more devs and then realize like you don't get your return on investment and then you go out of business. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's a business. Like a lot of people, like I think don't realize on how much business is involved in terms of development now. Like
now, if all those people got free, you know, like healthcare and free housing and food, like I bet they'd work on it. But unfortunately, they can't do that. So yeah. I'm just being a little bit political here. That's just the realistic thing about it. That's all. Yeah.
You know what I was gonna say.
It's been a very political week, so like I've been getting my views out there every now and then. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say.
Okay. So we'll just move on into the TWAB then.
Actually, before we move on to the TWAB, I actually did forget to say this, but yesterday was Deej's last day at Bungie.
Yes, yeah.
So he's officially, I don't know what he's doing in the world of Bungie, or not Bungie, but in the world of just life, what his next plans are, but I definitely do wish the best for that guy. I've actually met him a few times. Super nice guy. Always read his TWABs every week back in D1. I think we are definitely in good hands with DMG, because DMG is now taking over Bungie's, not Bungie's, but Deej's old position. So
yeah,
just wish the best for Deej if for some odd reason somehow this podcast kind of blows up.
Yeah,
you hear that?
Yeah, I don't think he's announced what he's planning to do yet, but we'll see. I'm sure he'll announce something. Yeah, so let's go. Let's head on into the TWAB. This is the one for November 5th, 2020. A new trailer. I forgot all about this new trailer. I think this is the one where they're showing off they're using ice powers, or...
It's a pretty good trailer.
Jesus, this feels like forever ago. Yeah, this is the one where she... No, wait, we talked about the one where she breaks the servitor. Is this even new? I don't think this is new.
I haven't seen this trailer before until, like, they posted it.
I feel like this might be a bit older. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip past the trailer unless you see something interesting out of that. We got the roadmap. I don't think that... Was that... Wait, am I reading the right one?
No, they just repost the roadmap again.
Okay, I feel like I'm losing my mind here.
And below that, it's all in the patch.
Okay. What do they talk about in the patch? So beginning November 10th, 2 new kiosks will be available in the tower. First up, Quest Archive will be found next to the Postmaster. Our hope is that this removes some of the confusion when trying to track down the odd quest that you previously discarded. Additionally, this will be the place for any veteran players to pick up new light quests on November 10th. If they have a strong desire to experience new player tutorials and the reintroduction to the Cosmodrome, Next up, the Monument to Lost Lights exotic archive will be found in the vault. Here, players may acquire various exotics and legendary pinnacle pursuit weapons that were once available through now retired quests. As many of these exotics were tied to lengthy quests or difficult objectives, we wanted to make sure their prices reflected those previous efforts. Players will now will need an amount of glimmer, destination materials, masterworking materials, and an exotic cipher or ascendant shard in order to purchase the exotic or legendary which they desire. We're also introducing a currency, Spoils of Conquest, which can only be acquired when completing raids. This currency will be required for exotics previously tied to vaulted raids.
First off, this statue, it looks really cool. Whatever this
thing is. Okay, so it's like 2 people and then 1 person in the middle.
Yeah.
2 on the side with guns.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the vault space is.
Yep, it's like in the middle of like the 3 kiosks.
Yeah. I wish they kind of told us about this earlier, so people wouldn't freak out and like run everything to get everything. But I guess too bad.
I mean, yeah, like at least I think doing that it forced people to like play the content that they may not have like played or like get back into it.
Right.
So like type deal, like knowing that this season like got kind of screwed and like extended for the delay of Beyond Light was probably their reason, but at least like new Light players can like new people that are coming into the world of Destiny can like actually like get some of these exotics. Like it might cost them an arm and a leg, but they can get them.
Yeah. I don't think there's. I think the only things that I'm like really looking for is the Not Forgotten and the Catalyst for Sleeper, but that's about it. I don't think of anything else that I'm missing that I really want.
I still wish they would have just put those exotics in RNG base, but that's just me.
Yeah, you don't like people trying to earn things.
Well, there's just too many things, like exotics. So many of them are quest-based now to where it's just like there is no luck.
I think it's just because it's like there are just so many exotics in the world, you know? Like there's I want to say at least 200 or like 190 or something like that exotics. It's crazy.
I think it's like I don't know. I mean, there's a decent amount, but the game's also been out for like 3 years, so like a majority of those exotics are already like obtained.
Yep.
So like, why not make the new exotics RNG based? I mean, obviously, unless you're like a new Light player coming in, but like you're able to pick up 4 exotics every week with 5 exotics technically, and then spoilers, you're actually able to buy like some of those exotic like cipher keys from Xur.
Yeah, so that's the next paragraph. Exotic ciphers will be limited in nature. While you can expect one to be available as part of the season pass, Xur will also offer a quest to earn one on a weekly cadence, which I think that's pretty cool. It gives me a reason to go see Xur, and I'll try to like actually get some good like hunter exotics because I'm still using a year 1 Celestial Nighthawk, and I need a new one.
No, I'm right there with you. I thought that was a smart move, just because people who are trying to get good rolls on like exotic pieces of armor on their characters, like you now have instead of 1 chance a week with Xur, you have 2. So I thought that was a smart move.
Mm-hmm. So moving up, we have patch notes or preview patch notes. Trials of Osiris power level requirement is increased to 1210. Adept weapons and weapon mods to flawless chest rewards. And then there's a link to more info. Maps, added physics blockers to some out of bounds areas: Altar of Flame, Exodus Blue, and Cauldron. Player identity. You got login screens will now have a dark background.
Yes.
Update.
This is awesome.
Updated the full screen menus to have a dark background style. Player waypoints now display season rank, HUD, and HUD waypoints. And added toggle functionality to character screen, allowing the player to make a choice between light and dark subclasses. Character screen visuals updated depending on player choice between light and dark.
I can't wait to have a dark background for basically everything, especially that starting screen, which almost literally blinds you every time you log on to Destiny 2.
Yeah. It took the darkness arriving in our solar system to bring the dark mode to Destiny.
I guess so, man. Thank you, darkness. I'm choosing the dark side for sure.
That's why everyone loves the darkness.
Guess so.
Bringing the dark mode. Character creation. Change selection from male and female to masculine and feminine. Guardian head and hair models have been replaced with improved versions. Several color swatches have been changed to better represent the applied color. Players' previous head selections are still used.
And then next podcast we do, I'll give an update on how this looks. So when I remake my character,
actually, you know what you should do is like record it and then put it up on YouTube.
I probably will,
because you can show off the new character creator.
Yeah, I probably will.
I
I plan on doing some YouTube stuff this week. So
nice. So miscellaneous fixed a bug that prevented online friends from showing up in roster on Stadia for players with more than 100 friends.
I was reading this on Thursday. Who has 100 friends on Stadia?
I didn't realize Stadia had more than 100 people playing.
Like, if you're listening to this podcast and you play on Stadia and you have more than 100 friends, please let us know. I will personally give you a copy of Beyond Light for whatever platform that isn't Stadia.
So you can play it on a real platform?
Yes.
God, Stadia, man. Fixed a bug that occasionally prevented players from earning progress on bounties when joining an activity in progress. And the most notably impacted Iron Banner bounties and could cause players to have their artifact power bonus enabled during Iron Banner matches. So they finally fixed that.
Yep.
Do you think next time you have Iron Banner, it's still going to be a problem?
Probably.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to continue to say remove the artifact.
Mm-hmm. A few sandbox changes. So Traveler's Chosen reduced muzzle flash intensity. Point of the Stag will increase Point of the Stag's max power level to 1310. Wow, they forgot Point of the Stag. Wow.
I mean, who cares?
Divinity fixed a bug that prevented some weapons from dealing precision damage to the Divinity Cage, such as Ariana's Vow.
Which is kind of big, to be honest, because Ariana's Vow is pretty big in Grandmaster. So if somebody was running Divinity and Ariana's Vow, like, that would have sucked.
Yeah. What else do we have here? Hunter Dodge. Hunter Dodge increased Hunter's Dodge cooldown by a few seconds. For example, Tier 4, old cooldown was 22 seconds. New cooldown is 26.
I saw a lot of people on Twitter kind of complaining about this nerf, that it wasn't needed. I ran a lot of Hunter in the past, like, month and a half on PvP. And if you're running Hunter, most likely you have max mobility. I mean, you got your class ability back in, I think, 9 seconds.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous. Like, you can even add mods to make it come back even faster.
Yeah, so I think even with top, like, if you run 100 mobility, I think you're still going to get it back in, like, 11 seconds, maybe 12 seconds. And, I mean, if you're running Crucible in general, like, that's what you're running anyways, max mobility. And I think this was set up for the Hunter's new exotic, that basically gives them blink.
And they can
But
freeze
they're
people
like,
while dodging.
yeah. So I feel like that was the only way to really like nerf that exotic was maybe to like increase the cooldown before it got too crazy. So
Yeah.
I thought that was a fairly reasonable nerf, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's so funny just seeing all the hunter mains complain. It's like, oh my god, we're not nerfed enough already. It's like, dude, you're the most overpowered class in the fucking game.
Hey, at least you're not getting an exotic that 2 exotics that literally do nothing for like warlocks.
Yep.
Like, okay, like you're giving me an exotic to where my super can actually kill things.
Wow, holy shit.
Shouldn't my super already kill things? And then you're gonna give me an exotic that basically poisons enemies, and what the video they showed was Thrall.
Yeah, that's that's what the exotic's for. It's for clearing out a bunch of trash mobs.
Yeah, but like I feel like that just give me something like the Titans with their freaking overshield. Like, give me that.
Yeah. A lot of people were complaining about like, oh, they do this, but they don't do anything about the Icarus Dash. It's like, really? Like, that's one subclass, and it's like a specific place that you can use it. It's not like you can just be on the ground and dashing and like dodging all the time. It's crazy. And then they also complained about like ballistic slam and stuff like that. But like ballistic slam does a kill in one hit. If you do it, you're automatically open and you just get shotgunned. There's just a lot of complaining from the hunters, which is we're used to that now. All right. Anti-champion mods. Anti-champion rounds will now penetrate taken phalanx shields. Thank God. And anti-champion mods have been shifted to armor rather than taking a weapon mod slot. What do you think about that change?
I don't know. Honestly.
I like it quite a bit because it means that the exotics can now actually function.
Yeah. Yeah.
For taking,
and like I guess you're able to like put like weapon mod slots on too that like are also going to be like could be helpful.
Like so, yeah, and also like it does take away from your armor slot, but you just have to. I think you should just plan around it. What was I thinking?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
like, it's fine, I guess.
I think the way they should do this is that it's just like an anti-barrier mod. It's not like pulse rifle anti-barrier. I don't see them doing that though.
I hope not.
What do you mean? You hope not?
That it were just pulse rifle. I'm hoping it's just general.
Yeah.
Anti-barrier.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for. Is just like general anti-barrier or anti whatever.
But I could also still see them doing that because now that weapons aren't going to be like tied to a element, like I could see them still doing that just because like you don't have to worry about having. I think arc was for pulse rifles.
Yeah.
For like armor.
Then Orbs of Light has been changed to Orbs of Power, as they can now be consumed by light and dark subclasses. Before we end our patch note preview, we want to call out the collectors among you who have been talking about the impeding removal of the expired ramen coupons for your inventories. We know this one stings a bit. It's a byproduct of us cleaning up inventory systems and doing general maintenance. We want to provide a parting gift for those coupons that are tossed into the bin. Coupons can now be redeemed for spicy ramen, but they can decorate your desktop for as long as you desire. And they drop down a 4K spicy ramen coupon background, which I just downloaded.
Might do the same.
I think I'm gonna switch over to it. It's a good looking. It's actually a really good looking, high quality background. So we have November. So Bungie Store is going to be loaded with a bunch of crap. We got some face masks. Wow. What?
That was nice. Jeez.
I actually like quite a bit of these things. I'm just saying, it's just a bunch of stuff. So yeah, you got face masks, you got vinyl records, I assume, of the Beyond Light soundtrack.
Probably.
You have an ugly looking sweater.
You could rock that.
Actually, I really want that sweater, but I don't think I can afford it.
You could rock that.
I really want that sweater. It looks really good.
So when we do our Christmas theme podcast, you're gonna be wearing that, right?
How much is it? Is it up yet?
I don't know.
I'm scrolling. I'm not seeing anything. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. All right, so let me.
They also have a drifter statue, whatever, and then boots as well.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so I just looked at like a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
$75.
Yeah, I know. I already bought the fucking jacket, which was like $200. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford that at the moment. If it's still around by like bonus time, maybe I'll look into it. But still, all right. And then they also showed off the 3 emblems you can get. I assume from purchasing. Oh yeah, one's from purchasing the soundtrack, and the other 2 are just from purchasing. I like these ones quite a bit. I like the first one probably the most.
I like the second one the most, but yeah, all 3 of them are pretty cool.
Yep. So let's talk about preloads and maintenance. So we want to give everyone ample time to download Destiny 2 Update 3.0. Our teams are prepping launch day assault on our servers. Destiny player support has the full timeline for maintenance, downloads, and more. Next Monday, maintenance for Update 3.0.0.1 will begin. Below is the timeline of events, so November 9th, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, background maintenance will begin. Then at 4, in preparation for downtime, players will be removed from activities and will be required to download a small update before logging in again. Then at 6:50 p.m. Pacific, sign in for Destiny 2 will be disabled. At 7 p.m., Destiny 2 will be brought offline for expected maintenance. Players will be removed from activities. They can log back in again at 9 a.m. Pacific on November 10th. And then 9 a.m. Will be available across all platforms and regions. Players will be able to log back into Destiny 2. And then at 12 p.m. Pacific, Destiny 2 maintenance is expected to conclude. So yeah, there's your big thing there. And then the preload will be for update 3.0.0.1 will be available prior to the game's release. Below are preload timelines and instructions based on the platform. So beginning on November 8th after 8 p.m. Pacific, users can start preloading the update by navigating to Destiny 2, pressing Options button, and selecting Check for Updates for PlayStation. Please note Bungie recommends that players should not delete their current version of Destiny 2 on their PlayStation console to speed up the pre-download process. For Xbox, preload Xbox will be available shortly after Destiny 2 is taken offline. Expected maintenance at 7 p.m. Pacific on November 9th. And then for PC, preload for PC will be available shortly after Destiny 2 is taken offline. For expected maintenance at 7 p.m. Pacific, November 9th. The update should automatically be put in the Steam download queue once it is available for preload. For more information, there's some links they have. So for PlayStation, it's November 8th. For everyone else, it's November 9th. Then we have the install size. Destiny 2 install size, storage space needed. Okay, so it's Destiny 2 install size is going to be 65 gigabytes for Series X and S, and then 70 gigs for PlayStation 5, 70 gigs for PlayStation 4, 65 for Xbox One, and then PC is 69.7. 0.7. But the needed space for installation is 186.2 gigs.
This makes no sense to me.
Like, everything else is pretty much the same except for PlayStation 4, because PlayStation 4 has a rule where they need to have, like, so much space allocated. Like, so, leave room for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, it's because I think when you do like updates, it actually like re-downloads the entire game again. So that's why.
Really? Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. So like that's why you almost always need to have like more than double the space, I think.
Yeah, it just says here, it's kind of, their math is really weird on this one, because it says, includes current installed version of Destiny 2, up to 116 gigs, and then the update preload is 69. So that's why they're coming up with these numbers. Same with PlayStation 4. I don't believe Steam has a rule like that, where like you need to have so much space, but the actual game install is different.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh.
I'm still learning Steam, so
So it's Destiny Content Vault, the end of Season of Arrivals, the start of Year 4, the introduction of Destiny Content Vault on November 10th. Certain items will be depreciated from player inventories. Players should review our help section. Additionally, certain titles will become legacy seals and unavailable to earn at the end of start of Year 4. And they just go over the titles. So, Shadow, Reckoner, Blacksmith, Wayfarer, Chronicler, Undying, Savior, Almighty, Forerunner, and MMXX. I have all of these except for Chronicler.
all of them.
And no, not Chronicler. I meant Reckoner, but I have all the other ones. So that means the Crucible one is still up for grabs.
Yeah, they weren't going to take that away.
Yeah.
I honestly could see something, the community like bitching about this, and like somehow like they bring these seals back in the future to earn.
They talked about looking into better ways to show off their seals, and yeah, I could see they'd do something like that, like bring them back,
especially
but
like
people that already have
Reckoner. It. Like, I feel like there was like, I mean, I kind of see because like Gambit's getting completely like reworked, but like they could have done stuff with the armor still for Reckoner to where like maybe you don't get the buff, but you still have to wear that set of armor to do those things. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they will do with that. And then the Bungie rewards, yeah, they're expiring. I think that's about it. Bunch of movies of the week. I haven't seen any of them. Have you seen any of them?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Chat, have you? Are they worth watching? Chat?
Yeah, we'll wait for them to catch up. So yeah, DMG 04 wrote his goodbye. And that's
hey, stay hydrated.
Yeah, stay hydrated. See you star side. Okay, there's a couple things that we wanted to talk about on this show. That's not in the TWAB. One of them was the rumor, and the other one is the event.
What's the rumor?
So this was a while back, but like the rumor was that people were looking at the key art for the tower, and people are theorizing that either we're going to go to a different tower, or the Traveler will be healing itself in some form, because all the marketing materials and stuff show a healed Traveler. That could just be stuff that they've had lying around, just used, and then they weren't really thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Some of the things that people have been talking about, it seems like that theory with the with what the event is theorized to be could, like, they kind of link together, and the event that people are thinking is what's going to happen.
What time's the event supposed to even happen?
Monday at 7 p.m. to 10, I believe. What?
Alright, so like 7 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I like
Yes. Yeah.
one.
Because so the maintenance, right? Sign on for Destiny 2 will be disabled at 7:50, but it's like that's PM Eastern Pacific, and then 7 p.m. Pacific is Destiny 2 will be brought offline. So that's why people are saying 2:10, right? So like that's the cutoff of when people can actually log in and they'll get kicked out at 10. So people are they I think they specifically said 7 it'll start.
Okay.
So
I have dinner plans to celebrate my like grandma's 79th birthday on Monday at 5:30. So
yeah, and I'll be getting home like right in time. Actually, fuck, I have the wrestling podcast I need to do. I think I'll just be logged in. I'll have to tell Ben I have to cancel. I have to do this event. Or we could do
yeah, that's where like because like I was really upset because like my mom's like, hey, like, do you want to do dinner on Tuesday? And I was like, can we like make it like Monday or Wednesday? And then as soon as I say that, like later on that night, like Luke Smith, I see that tweet by Luke Smith, and I'm just like,
yeah, they don't announce. Yeah, they don't announce their events ahead of plan. Like it's like 2 days before it happens. They've only done it twice.
They weren't even supposed to. They weren't even going to announce this.
Yeah, apparently it was leaked or something.
It happened. Yeah, it happened. Got leaked in like an email or something like that. So like that's why like he made that tweet. So like, which I think Bungie's biggest like downfall is their communication is really bad sometimes. And honestly, like this might not even really be like anything big. It's gonna probably be like super small, like a lot smaller than what we saw going into Season of the Rivals with the whole Rasputin thing. But like, you know, like make sure you like communicate and like say like, hey, we have like a small going away party before the servers go down.
Yeah.
Like if you want to like hop on to Destiny, do it. Like this should have been announced either in the TWAB on Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I think for future events they'll need to say something about it. Like maybe not sure what it is if they want to be secretive about it, but they need to tell people when it is.
Yeah, and obviously be like, make sure you kind of set expectations on like, hey, like you're gonna be in the tower, just kind of chill out, a little small going away party or something like that.
Yeah,
just something small.
The event is going to be taking place in the tower. They've said that as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like eat dinner, dip, get home.
And what people are expecting it to be, or at least the popular theory, is that the Traveler is going to heal itself. Like there's going to be like a blinding light or something.
And I might be in the process. We might be doing a like streaming of the tower event and me building a new dresser. So
that sounds like a fun stream, dude. Not gonna lie.
Like,
yeah.
So, because my plan was on Monday not to log on at all, other than to delete my stuff. Then I saw this because I want to kind of like, yes,
a dresser that close.
Yeah,
that closes.
Well, honestly, like that dresser is like completely full, like completely full. So I'm gonna get a new dresser and be able to like move clothes around and actually not have my room look like a complete mess. But yeah, so that's what we might be the plan for Monday after 7. So
yeah,
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. Very excited for what's gonna happen Monday. It's probably gonna be nothing, but it's still something. In a prolonged season, it's something to look forward to. I don't have any days off for that week, so it's gonna be killing me every time because it's the Destiny week and also next gen week. So, anyways, Sully, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube at Sully__games.
And you can find me, your host Thomas, on Twitter as Kane Play Stuff, also on Twitch as Kane Play Stuff every 9 p.m. Every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. We do the Chart Shot Gamescast. This week, me and Justin talked about games and got a little political, but what can you do? What can you do in this week, man? This week has been absolutely insane. But you can look forward to that. Me and Ben are going to be doing 2005 Armageddon.
I thought you said you were going to cancel.
Well, I mean, we're still going to record the show. It just, you know. I still need to get SummerSlam 1991 out. That'll probably go over this weekend sometime. You can listen to Ben cry while we watch the wedding. And then we also talked about like royal weddings and stuff. It was kind of cool. And yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of stuff on the site for PlayStation 5 coverage. We did not get an Xbox from Microsoft, so no Xbox coverage. We also did not get PlayStations, but we had to pick one. So we had to buy our own PlayStations.
Nobody bought an Xbox?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No one got a Series X. Me and Justin already have we already have computers which are good enough, like whatever's going to be on Xbox is going to be on PC pretty much.
No, agreed. Like I'm not but I'm just kind of surprised. Like maybe Ben or just I don't know.
Ben bought his Xbox One X this year. Like he's good for another 5 years.
Is he though?
He doesn't play. Like the only like current gen stuff he plays is Nintendo. Because big Nintendo fanboy.
That's true.
So yeah, you can look forward to all that good stuff. And until then, Guardians, eyes down.